Dudes, what's up? It is freezing out here. We're in the West Desert again, doing some practice run and gun, maybe a couple weapon tests while we're out here. Today it's myself and long time missing from the project, but still around, Mr. Arm Serenity. What's up, dude?
Not much. Good to be here.
Is it a little bit cold?
It's cold.
Hit. 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 Another hit.
How long have we been shooting?
We got out here on, I guess it hasn't been tremendously long. It's been a good 6 hours though, huh?
Easy.
But it's so hard to get out here. It's so infrequent. I like maximizing it. And I like shooting in these conditions when it's cold, you're hungry, you know, it's dark. No, that's good. And I was telling Serenity too, some guys will say, you know, why shoot at night? Probably, you know, some of your tactical engagements, WROL, are going to be at night. Is that the first time you're ever going to use your stuff? You know, you need to use your light, your night vision, or actually your night capable sight, in this case an aim point, frequently to get good at it. Again, you'll learn by doing. All right, dude, I'm going to run these two.
Owning that thing. Huh, CMMG still working. Yeah.
Hey, Nutnfancy, nice try, but you still suck. You're still a wannabe. I've been hearing that occasionally ever since I've started the Nutnfancy Project. I'm a gear reviewer. That's what I do. I review things I like. I review things that I think are high value, that are useful for your systems as a law enforcement officer, military dude, civilian sheepdog. You guys know that. Along with that, I show it in use. I test it. And we have to show that we have a level of competency in the review. Whether it's a gun, you know, tactical vests, knives, we get out and we test it. I can't test everything hard. I can't test it completely to the level that I would want to, but we continue to do that. But nevertheless, as this process has gone on, enrolls and has rolled in the armchair elitist, okay? Telling me how many things I should have done better. Okay, you should have done that better. Nutnfancy, what were you thinking? You know, nice try with the survival skills, Nutnfancy, but you still suck. If you really want to see survival skills, come over to my channel page. Actually, let's do a collaboration effort, and that way I can instruct you in my methods. I yawn because it's so played. I've been seeing this for many, many years, long before the internet. I mean, this is an elitist attitude where the person assumes that their methods are the only methods to accomplish something. Okay, and then when someone comes in doing it a different way, just as good or even better than they do it, they're threatened. Okay, let's be honest, they're threatened. So they try to destroy your methods and say, you know what, that was kind of cool, but let me show you the real way that you'll have success. Okay, you still suck. That's what they're saying. It's rampant in YouTube. Okay? You guys know that if you don't, you will. I've said it a lot before. I'm not a huge fan of the forums. Honestly, I spend pretty much zero time in the forums. Some of my helpers, like TNP Research, do, because I think there's great information to be gleaned there. There are great data points that come out of the forums. But to wade through all the posturing, the groupthink, and the elitism that sometimes, not always, sometimes pervade the forums is mind-numbing for me. I hate it. Okay, and yet we see some of that same talk, the same, you know, those same tactics in the commentary below the Nutnfancy videos. I'm not saying I'm not worthy of criticism for some things. I've taken plenty. And no, I don't delete it. I leave it. I'm cool with that. I don't like armchair elitism, though. I've been on this earth long enough to know that the guys that speak the loudest, that beat their chests the loudest, that brag the loudest are the worst performers in life. Again, I'm a gear reviewer. Okay, I'm not a tactical guru, never said I was. But I have a certain level, I think I do, of proficiency to review the gear at hand and to talk to that. And that's what we do in the Nutnfancy Project. But when I see an attitude of coming in after an extreme amount of work and logistics it takes to take these videos, to get the crew together, to shoot, to work, and they roll in and all they have to say is, nice try, you shouldn't have stuck your muzzle out the window, or whatever.
Hitting the base.
You know, it's irritating. Buggett and I were talking about this. Straight. You know, and a lot of those guys sometimes are trying to build traffic on their own sites. Okay, and so what they're trying to do is they're saying, hey, you know, this guy, oh, you know, this is the way they think. They go, well, he's better than Nutnfancy. I'm going to go see his page and what he's about. Well, when you go to his page to see what he's about, guess what? He probably don't have any videos. Okay, and he probably hasn't done any running gunning. Okay, and I see that. I remember last year I posted a video. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. How do I hold a pistol? However I want to hold it. However I want to hold it. If I want to hold it sideways, I hold it sideways. It's up to me. What counts is, can you connect with the target under stress? Okay, to me, Nutnfancy, can you connect with the target? You know, if you want to hold it gangsta style, but you connect every time as an instructor or your shooting buddy, I may say to myself, that's a little bit odd, you know, to hold the gun like that. Safety check, XD. Oh yeah. You know, hold it like that if you want. He connects on target, shoots tight groups, under stress. No question. How do I do it? I put my finger on the trigger guard, like that. Ooh. AE's rolled in. Hey dude, you shouldn't hold a pistol like that. That's not how you do it. Oh really? Did you see my groups?
There's another group there.
Yeah, but you still shouldn't hold a pistol like that. Why? Because that is the group think. Okay, I'm very anti-group think. Unless it is founded on sound reasoning. In other words, we do a certain thing a certain way because it's proven. We've tried all the other ways, but this is the best way to do it. Okay, then maybe, just maybe, that's okay. Again, getting back to the pistol example, doesn't matter how you hold it. Okay, if you want to hold it with your thumb under like that, hold it like that. You know, is that the established method being taught in tactical schools? I don't care. I don't care. Doesn't matter. You got to understand, at the Nutnfancy Project, I don't go and see what everybody else is doing and then regurgitate that as a product to you. I don't do that. To me, that's uninteresting. It's unoriginal, and I create my own data points with my crew. Seeing them shoot, seeing all of us make mistakes, and we say, you know, that worked, that didn't work. Just like in our running guns, lots of data points come out of that. And we'll figure out what works. You know, in the running gun, I'm using a bipod. You know, I haven't checked, but someone would probably say, hey man, you shouldn't use a bipod, you know, to 100 yards. Really? You know what I say? You come out and run and gun with me in 25-degree weather. We'll see how you do. At 100 yards, timed. Okay? The guys that talk the loudest are the worst performers in my experience. I remember one year I went to go get a concealed carry permit. This is a joke. The guy shows up with an IPSC gun. Okay, and you have to shoot in the state I was in. You had to shoot for qualification. Sheriff was there, very anti-concealed carry permit at the time. He hated it. One of the things you had to do is shoot. And I start talking to him. I was like, hey, what gun are you carrying? I was looking at this gun. It has like a red dot sight on it. It's big, 1911 IPSC style gun. I'm like, dude, you carry that? And he's just real arrogant, just like, hey, dude, you know, I just really don't like talking about the guns I carry. I was like, whoa, pardon me. You know, a lot of attitude. You know, I'm thinking this guy's probably pretty cool, huh? Pretty awesome. Get to the line. You know what his groups look like? 15 yards, like this, all over the place. What do you have to say? Yeah, my gun's not working, it's off. Yeah, it's my gun. I'm like, no, it isn't. It's you. You suck. Okay? Big talker. Big talker. You know? It's like, yeah, I'm cool. You know, I practice in competitions. I've seen that play over and over and over again. The quiet guys are the ones you need to watch out for. Okay? The guys that don't puff up, they just get out there and get it done. Those are the guys that impress me. You know? They don't talk a lot, but they can perform. Me, I think I'm medium level. You know, whatever you want to say. I think I'm a medium tactical shooter, probably above average target shooter. Definitely proficient enough to do the reviews I do. Okay? Same with knives. But the attitude of, hey, Nutnfancy, nice try, you still suck. No, it doesn't sit well with us. And I'm talking about bug it, all of us. Because you get out there and get it done. Okay? You get out there and put rounds on target the way we do it. Not that we're better, not that we're all that. That's not what I'm saying. It's like, but there comes an appreciation for the difficulty of a task when you actually get out and do the task. Okay? It's not as easy as it looks. It's tough. You know? People act like putting rounds on target at 100 yard. Piece of cake. Oh my gosh. Why? Because they're sitting at a bench.
Headshots only, right?
When they do it. Not timed. Not having 100,000 plus people watch you on the internet. Not being evaluated. Not getting your heart rate up after a sprinting run. Okay? Is it realistic training? I don't know. Probably not. Better than target shooting though. Until guys have done it. You know, I would really temper my criticism. So you got to get out there and do it. And the guys that come out to the run and guns say that. They're like, whoa, this is a lot harder than I thought it'd be. Yeah, it is. You know, people yelling at you under stress, just like probably a defensive shooting would be.
Tree head.
So, again, I want to stress, we're not tactical gurus. I'm not. But I am a competent reviewer. Okay? I have proven my systems, the things that work for me, and I roll them in front of the camera. So there's a very solid, truthful, and honest foundation in the Nutnfancy Project. Okay, I'm not trying to peddle gear with you. Okay, I'm not reviewing things so I get a cut from it. I don't get a cut from it. None of the things I've ever reviewed do I ever get a kickback on. Nothing. No. Pure up. This is good. This is not so good. I'll give it to you. In that process, we'll have our adventures. We'll do what we do. You know? Also another thing, and this is kind of in order to be fair to the process, is electronic communications are disadvantageous in the manner that we can't see each other when we talk. Okay, so someone may post a comment and they really didn't intend it to come away that it came across. And I may read it, or one of my crew may read it, and they go, well, that's pretty derogatory. You know, that guy sounding elitist, but he may not have meant it that way because, you know, he said, hey man, great, you know, in person he may have said, hey, great job, you know, but you know what I do is I did this and this is what worked for me. And it could have come across totally different in person. Possible. I realize that. My TNPRs, the faithful, thank you guys. I love you guys. So do the rest of the crew. Very methodical and loyal about curbing, let me just call it errant commentary under the vids. And that's readily apparent. Anybody you see that has 5 or more thumbs down, they're getting, lambasted by TNPRs. So again, the attitude of, hey man, you suck. I can do better. Do better. You know, make your own project. Make your own videos. Show the world how great you are. Generally, you won't see vids from these people. Or if you do see them, they won't be getting it done like you see on the Nutnfancy Project. Okay? You can't hide in front of the video camera. You are who you are. Okay? I can't put on a persona and say, yeah, I'm this, I'm that. Nor do I try to. I don't do anything to build subscriptions. You know? I'm just trying to be popular. I'm just doing my thing. And a lot of guys can't crack the code that is how you get successful. You just do your thing. You're true to your message. You're true to your own heart. You know, and that's what we do in the Nutnfancy Project. That's what I do as I steer it towards the goals I have for it. And it builds its own audience, as it has done. Okay? Not posing, not trying to be anything that I'm not. But when a guy rolls in and acts like we're incompetent, wrong. Wrong. Doesn't play. Doesn't play with me or anybody else, and you need to watch the videos, you know, and that's what they're there for. Sorry, kind of a rant. That's how I feel. Nutnfancy, thanks for watching. Thanks for the good ratings and the support. It's the only reason I keep doing this, dudes. Seriously, that's all I care about is your support. I lose it, I quit doing it. Peace out.
Mark, set, go.
Tired, cold, not shooting well. And we still got a lot more shooting to go.
Great.
It's becoming work, isn't it?
It is.
How'd you like the optic?
I did like the optic.
You want to try to connect at 200?
Yeah.
Let's go.
As long as I don't have to run over it.
No, just a walking gun.
Now this is shooting different rounds, shooting TNT versus wolf, so might impact differently. Maybe not hit.
Glock 36, initial shooting impressions, Nutnfancy. About 24 degrees in the desert. Awesome.
Center of mass, bro.
Owned it. That's about 7 yards. First impression, Glock 36. Nutnfancy, Armed Serenity. It's not that late, but it's dark. And Serenity doesn't have his freaking glasses with him, so.
I'm gonna take you on that one for a long time.
Dude, so I could be shooting alone. That's no fun. Signing off. Go long. That's what we did on this one, all the way up to 200 yards with our carbines. Practicing for an upcoming TNP shoot. Testing gear as always. Signing off. Thanks, guys. Check ya.